starting.
Oh, yeah.
And I always ask them, because I always forget what we're supposed to talk about.
Welcome to the Happy Hour. What is this, Matt? Number 18. 18.
Sorry, I'm breathing hard again from running from the other end.
Okay. We can start the podcast.
What's that called? Is that
There's a name for it. When you're...
ASMR, right? What does that stand for?
Audio, sound,
Something relaxing.
You never seen that?
yeah, relaxation.
I'm thinking of
It's-
something
they'll be on
completely
you-
different.
The person will be on YouTube and they'll be like breaking up crackers or
Like bubble wrap, popping
messing.
bubble wrap.
Yeah, and they'll be like, I'm cracking the cracker now. And people say it's like really soothing.
Oh, way off.
Okay.
It just made me
Way off.
mad when I watched it.
You know what you put crackers in, Cam? Soup.
Potato soup.
Hot roast. That's a. You can come over here. Do you want to? You can share the mic. You don't go.
No.
All right, sit over there and stew. Yeah,
The last 10 minutes.
stew.
Yeah, we'll let him sit over there and stew in his thoughts.
Stew. Better than pot roast. What is a pot? What it constitutes a pot roast? Veggie
Okay.
roast.
Okay.
What about you guys? Are you guys pot roasters?
No.
Indifferent.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
If I have
but I'll eat
nothing
it.
to make that night, I'll put it in the back pot and leave for work. And
You got to do
leave
it right.
alone. Yeah.
Speaking of stuff like that, you guys have noticed we have cookies and like presents and stuff.
Mhm.
That's from Jason Scargill, our insurance broker. I believe it is, right?
Yeah, it is.
Mhm.
Jason,
He came in with his
cool
son.
guy, brought in his son. Sorry, there wasn't enough of this to go around. It was just a little special. He got a bag of beef jerky.
What?
Oh, a little bitty bag.
You
And I'm
really
gonna go
wanna
ahead.
catch
I'm not gonna. I can't share it with you guys because it was too good. It's too good.
Like, is it gone or you're holding it?
I've got it downstairs. Yeah, it's locked up. It's in the safe.
Ah,
Seal the vault.
It came from the smokehouse market, whatever the thing that's right next to Andy
Andy
Guns.
Guns. Yeah, that's the best beef.
Oh my God!
never been.
Yeah,
I kind of Laura was like, "Hey, here's some beef jerky," and I tried. I was like, "I don't know, beef jerky." Whatever. This was amazing beef jerky. You're eating steak.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
It's the best.
And he brought it
It's
for
like
all of
flank
us, you
steak.
said?
No. You brought a little bag. And I looked it up on their Christmas guide. I don't know if it's 2 bags or I don't know. But it was like 40 or $50, I think,
Oh.
for a little bag of beef jerky. But it was so worth it.
I'm going to Andy Guns Saturday.
Look at Sam getting mad.
I'm upset.
What else can I do for you? You want my beef jerky? You want all the tickets to the events?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to just throw in there?
I don't know. Winning lottery ticket wouldn't be too bad.
Say what?
You got one.
Yes.
He said that I asked
You asked my
if
wife?
No. See, look what you did. No, when we were sitting there and I was like, "Hey, Aaron, your wife picking you up to any Jimmy John's or anything today? Let me know." I was like, I'll give you some cash.
Man,
Have her
Yeah, exactly. That's brutal.
Hey, closed mouths don't get fed. And I did not get fed Jimmy John's that day because my mouth was...
I thought I offered to.
You
to-
did.
to-
I ended
Get
up
you
getting
something.
taken care of.
I wasn't gonna send my wife to go get you food. I was like,
That
I'll,
was- if-
I'll
if-
go out and I'll get a
That
coffee
was
and I'll get you
not the
something.
question. That was not the request. It was a simple, if she's going, let me know.
Is
What-
there a lower station in this place besides running lunch for Sam Baker? Could I do that to my wife?
No, don't do that.
No.
You're all missing the point here. And I
What-
think
all
the
right.
folks at home would agree.
What's the point?
The point is, it was a simple, if something's already happening, i.e., Lauren's going to get you Jimmy John's, let me know. That was it.
Okay,
And if so, I'd like to tack on one extra
write that
for
down.
cash. That's it. Wasn't asking her to go pick me up lunch. Saying, you're already there.
That's
you know?
debatable.
Pretty easy to say, I'll have a number one, or say, I'll have 2 number ones, It's very, very, very little change.
I'm a Slim 5 type of guy. I like getting heartburn immediately. They got Capicola ham. You ever had that?
Mm-mm.
I think it's Capicola. Is it
The
Capicola?
Italian.
It's the spiciest
Yeah.
meat that like there is. I don't know how people eat that on a regular basis. It's crazy.
The gargantuan is the best thing from there.
Oh yeah,
It's piled of meat,
it's got everything,
everything.
Alright.
like one of everything.
Yeah.
All right, let's hop into it. We got guys that are here. What is our agenda? Let's like actually try to stick to the agenda for once. What's
yeah,
item
right.
one?
Right now, let's go into featured BDR. So we got 2 BDRs on scene today.
We got Ryan. Kattenbraker. Well, I say Kattenbraker. Is it?
It's Kattenbraker, but everybody's
thought
messed
so.
it up my whole life.
Kattenbraker.
It's
It sounds
It's
like
12
it sounds way
letters. It's
cooler.
too hard.
No, it sounds way cooler when it's Kattenbraker.
Yeah,
It's like,
I don't know.
but then every time I try to do what looks cooler and fancier,
It's
then somebody's
always
like, dude,
wrong.
it's
yeah,
just like
you're missing.
yeah, Kattenbraker. It's
Yeah.
with a K though, not a
yeah,
CH at the end.
it's a K.
Okay. Evan Wolf, pronounced Wolf.
Pronounce wolf spelled the right way.
Okay. I think I screwed you up when we brought you on. I put an E at the end, didn't I?
I don't remember it, but there's a good chance. Wouldn't
think
be
I
the
did.
first time.
I think I did. Okay. Well, you guys are here. What's going on? Well, who wants to start first? Let's rock, paper, scissors.
Can have it. I
Oh,
don't
that's
mind.
fine. I'll
Instant win.
I'll take the spotlight.
All right, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also,
we got-
guys, don't be scared to put that mic direct.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
Down your
Aaron and
throat.
Sam have it.
We'll get
Okay.
it down.
Down
We'll
your
get it down.
throat.
Yeah, I don't know. Stuff's going pretty good. Just talked to my my New Jersey guy today for roofing. He was talking about getting another market. So he said there's a couple of deals we can close by the springtime, and he thinks he's going to get another territory. It was going to be originally his friend, but he said no and said that he wants me all to himself. So, so
There you go.
yeah.
Which
we're-
client's that? What's his name?
Warren Thompson. That's Brian Thompson. It's the son. So yeah, that's a couple months down the road. But he was just speculating, talking about it. He says he's liking it a lot right
Yeah.
now. So working out pretty well. My guys in Fargo are doing well. They're about to close a $245,000 deal. So that'll be money in the tank. We got an appointment for those guys today too. It's a 3 re-roof appointment. So they're swimming in it up there. I guess nobody else does roofing in central North Dakota, but
Here's what I think happens. Everybody, again, this is a sales tip from a couple shows ago. Everybody's too busy trying to time the market, right? Evan, you and I talk about stocks and stuff every now and then,
Yep.
investments. You can't time the market.
Mm-mm.
You got it's time in the market,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
right? And Warren Buffett or whoever said that. I don't know, but just be calling.
Yeah, I mean,
like-
the pipelines came. They've been here like 10 months now, and they've
Uh-huh.
closed. They've closed like $200,000 worth of stuff, and they have probably $5 to $10 million in proposals out. That
Yeah.
stuff's gonna be hitting next year. So
Yeah, because
yeah.
people got to take time to prepare for the $1 million
Oh.
jobs and all that stuff.
yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I mean, there's like 4 or 5 section jobs that don't come out until 2026 that we're still chasing. So I mean, stuff comes down the pipe.
And there's some real geniuses in up north who are saying, you know what, I'll just shut it down during the winter and save money.
Yeah,
Mhm.
no,
And then I'll
don't do
come
that.
back and then
Don't
I'll do all these jobs in the spring.
Don't do
Like, well, no, you end up just being the second or the third bid.
Oh.
You're the price check
that. Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
guys they really want to work with who they've been talking to over the winter.
Oh yeah, we made it work. I mean, there's 3 foot of snow on roofs in Fargo right now, and we're setting appointments. So we just go out there, talk to them about their projects. Basically get a scope of work, and then we already familiar with them. So then when we go back out there and the snow's off the roof, we quote it.
Easy.
enough.
There's
Easy.
a lot of snow up there, yeah?
Oh yeah.
A lot of snow.
I think that's why we don't have a lot of Canadian roofers. There'd be a good portion of the year where it would be impossible for them to get on the roof.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, melts, there's problems. There's guys who want to talk about it and be like, I don't know if this winter might be the last winter it holds up or, any of those things.
Oh yeah, when the snow starts to melt, everybody's problems become real because I mean it's like flooding people's shops. We went on an appointment like this month that the guy was like, we have to get this fixed now or it's not going to happen. We can't open back up. So
Jeez.
yeah,
You remember a few years ago, the Minnesota Vikings stadium fully collapsed
Oh,
with all the snow it had on it.
Mhm.
They got a whole new stadium from it. It's like roofs, doesn't matter if it's residential or commercial, they're always work
Yeah.
that needs to be done. And usually in the winter, it's more severe and quick turnaround that needs
Yeah.
to be done.
Yeah, or we don't know what we're talking about. And
I guess not.
Yeah.
I don't
No.
know,
Or, yeah, we have no
just,
idea.
just talking.
Yeah.
we're setting up appointments. They're all fake, and nobody wants to talk about doing millions of dollars worth of work.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyway, what else is going on?
I mean, well, stuff's coming down the pipe. We just got our, I think it was one of our first roofing clients as the full business growth as a service in Salt Lake, and that's going pretty well.
Yeah.
He's loving it already, and we got the pipeline going. So I'm gonna start taking inbound calls for him next month.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
we're gonna get that set up. And
Inbound call.
yeah, he wants me to do everything, like
That's
the
right.
follow ups, and he was like, if you could take care of it all, then I'll just sign the checks and I'll just send them over to you. And I was
Hey,
like,
what
that
a
works.
G,
for me.
dude.
And he's revenue share, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna make a bunch of money.
The man. I like it. Personally, same thing, status quo. You shopping for houses. You
Yeah, we're
buying a
looking.
Porsche 911.
No,
No?
none of that. We're basically spending all my money on student loans right now. So
Aw,
yeah,
man.
it's brutal. But besides that, just kicking it, staying at home, staying out
Yeah.
of trouble.
There you go.
That's good.
Mhm.
Paying your debts. That's a good
You
thing.
get it done early.
Yeah, before it turns into massive. I've seen some of the stuff online. People have got these couple $100,000 loans, and they've just like ran away into it's going to be over $1 million, and like there's just no end in sight. Yeah, the interest rates are too high or whatever, and they do those minimum payments or whatever. And it's like, yeah, well, I'm never going to pay it back. I'll just pay as much until the time period's over.
Or you just stop paying it at
Yeah.
that point.
Yeah, we paid my wife's loans off, and that's when all that talk of government's going to pay them off
Yeah,
for you and
that's
this and
not
that. I'm
gonna
like,
No.
I don't think that's going to happen.
People that have outstanding debts are like, yeah, pay them off. And the people that already paid them off are like, no, that's crap. You know, make them pay it like I did.
I was a little of both.
Yeah.
I paid mine off with my graduation money. I was fortunate to not to graduate with too much debt, but
Yeah.
then I got married and inherited some student debt. And I was fully in favor of some of the payback programs, but her school district fortunately helped her with her master's, so that was nice too. But I was in a little of both.
Yeah.
where I was like,
Yeah.
it's not fair, but I will still benefit from it. So.
Dude,
Yeah.
if it's there,
Use
I
it.
mean,
why not?
what are you going to do? You're going to let somebody else do it?
Yeah. Yeah. Somebody else wants to pay my debts. Go for it.
Said, man, I hated
I
that,
can tell you no.
that PPP program. Hated it. Didn't like it.
All that fraud stuff came out now.
Yeah. Well, then I thought, I was like, man, and we're talking about small potatoes, dude. Back in
Yeah.
the day when we were doing it with like it's $20,000.
Yeah.
And you hear about Bruce Chris and getting all that Tom Brady and this
Mhm.
stuff.
Yeah.
Getting it. I'm like, what the? So anyway, I was like, well, I had like a moral dilemma. Should we do it or should we not? And I was like, if we do it, at least I know we'll spend it on the right thing.
Yeah.
We'll spend it on people. Not, not some other. There are some people who were like starting businesses.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
they would take
just
the
to get
money
it.
and then just basically shut down their business and just have a bunch of money they owed back because.
Oh, and it kills me anytime I think about it. I think we'd get like just call it rounded up or down a little bit. We'd get like $1 million cash if it was today. It's free. Kills me, and then it would just get forgiven because I would be able to show that we spent that much on payroll. But no, hit it at the wrong time.
Bummer.
Isn't that great? Yeah.
That is.
Yeah, where's the wah, wah, wah? That's where it goes. Exactly. All right, Evan, what do you got going on?
Had a pretty good week. Got a first deal closed for a client in Cleveland. They're in their third month. It was about $7,000 repair job. Turned around pretty quickly, but it's with
Nice.
a property management group, so we do a good job there. Property management, there's always a chance more stuff comes along. Built up. These guys, Southern California roofer, have gotten out over 100,000 in proposals the last week or two, and then Scott Roofing got out a big proposal. I think it's our biggest so far at 330,000. So,
There you go.
Very nice. Very nice.
and they went out earlier this week, flipped the proposal the next day, and the guy already got back about some of the stuff they'll be able to do. So I don't see it closing for 330,000, but I see it closing for a good chunk of change. So.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
That's a commission client too, right? Revenue share?
Yes.
Very cool.
Built Up is my only they're my only flat rate.
Yeah. And you're like Mr. Property Management, it seems like. Every time I'm talking to you, you get into some big property management or some big country club or
I like the people who have money. Property management companies, country clubs tend to have a lot of money, especially country clubs. I hit for these guys pretty hard. It's out in Coachella Valley, California, so the average country club there is a 6-figure initiation fee. I mean,
Mm.
Bill Gates was one. Bill Gates Country Club was one of the meetings we had. Justin Bieber's was another. They're very rich out there.
That's crazy
you
name
go.
drops.
Evan Wolf called Justin Bieber, set up an appointment.
I did find his house. The nosy person in me was very curious, and I did find his house. It was about 90 seconds away from the clubhouse.
Really?
So
Did
Yeah.
it? How big do you think it was?
it was worth about 12 million, I think.
Oh.
12, 15. I don't know the
Sounds about
size,
right.
but it would have been possibly a qualified appointment even for our commercial guys. I think he had solar on his roof. Bill Gates
Oh.
definitely already has solar on his.
Oh,
I found
yeah.
his house
He's
too.
got
but-
it.
Yeah,
He's got to have it.
you got money to just throw away.
What? Any other things?
403 Tech closed a smaller project that'll hopefully lead to full service MSP work for about 10 to 12 users. That
Yeah.
was earlier this week, so keeps my streak going,
Yeah.
which personal pride point.
Which is?
15 months now.
With at least one deal closed?
Yep.
Closes a deal every month, at least one.
At least one.
Closing in on $1 million for clients. So
Whew.
Closing in, getting close.
That's crazy. What were you talking about earlier? Your client attrition we were talking about?
Yeah. So knock on wood. Yeah, if we go another 6 days without anything crazy happening, I will be at a net client retention of 0 this year. So I've lost 2 clients over the course of the year, but had 2 sign on for an additional program. So that's, name of the game, keeping clients around.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I think they stick
close
around because you
business,
make
they
them a lot of money.
Yeah, and, I think there's probably a correlation there, but again, they do a lot of that work where we get them in the door. But my clients are all really good about listening to the process and
Yeah.
knowing what to do on their end and working with me and communicating with me. And shocking, we close more business that way. So
And I think you do a good job of painting the picture of what the process is going to be like, and you kind of get rid of the icky feelings or the anxiety of folks who are like in month 3 and they're like, I haven't made all my money back. I need to pull the plug. I think you like cover that early on and keep them on track.
a lot of that too comes down to communication, where if we're doing really well for a client, they're getting proposals out, closing deals, we'll communicate about that type of thing, but it's a lot more important to make sure you're communicating and letting your clients know what's coming up when you're not doing so hot. So I've struggled in one of my markets as far as volume goes. Now closed deals help that out, and property management groups can turn into multiple meetings, which helps. One meeting turns into 9.
Yeah.
They tend to look at it a little bit differently, but at the same time, again, when things aren't going well, you got to talk to your clients and get a pulse check, see where they're at.
Every team goes on they win a lot of games, but they'll go on a losing streak occasionally.
Yeah.
They'll go on a slump.
I mean, the best teams don't go undefeated.
True.
Unless you're the 72 Dolphins.
Sure. Yeah, back in 100 years ago.
In a 14-game season. If you play a sport with more than 17 games.
Undefeated is undefeated. That's all
People
I'm
were
saying.
quitting to go make more money doing something else. Say what?
Yes, they did.
Anyway.
We had this conversation the other day. Cam, just stay over there, would you?
You know what? Armchair podcaster. So what else we got to get to, Matt?
All right,
What's
so
next?
moving forward, we have sales development rundown with Sam Baker.
Yeah, I had some new deals, new business tips here for us because I got a meeting that I'm going to hop to, and then I'll give you my spot graciously.
Yeah.
Um,
Make room for the
So-
king.
yeah.
It's sweaty, that's for sure.
No, don't worry. The king will return later at some point, maybe on the next podcast. But we've got 10 clients onboarding this month already. We've got a few more in the pipeline. Sending out some emails. We signed up another client today, MSP in Terre Haute, Indiana. So that was one that talked to a few months ago back in August. Had the right timing. Got in touch again. Basically just like, yeah, dude, what other questions you got? And like, this is still the price, right? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll get back to you, 24 hours. And sure enough, he signed his contract, which is, what we do. We've got MSPs up in New York from Syracuse and Rochester. I've got a couple roofers in Miami, as well as a few HVAC guys that I'm talking to. Trying to get that up and going. I talked to some guys in Boston about every quarter since we talked earlier in the summer, and love what we're doing. Waiting for Q1, Q2. Got another one in San Antonio that, like, dude, I'm sold. Just got to get my cash flow right.
Yeah.
So we're starting to make a big name in HVAC, and it's all kind of coming together. So I think we're gonna push 5.6, maybe 7 by the end of this year.
We might hit 7. There's a handful of clients that are paying a couple months in advance.
Yeah. So
Which, hey, you can do that, by the way.
yeah,
If you want to pay us more money sooner, we'll take it.
that's right.
Reduce your tax liability.
Yeah.
It's a great strategy if you're sticking around.
Yeah.
You know, and you need it. Why not do it?
And I'll say that the SDRs that we've got that are done with their training and coaching, like Bobby G, Robert Gillespie,
Old Dirty Bob.
he's I think he's got 4.
love
I think he's got
Killer Bob.
4 deals for us in the
Don't
month.
love that.
You don't love Old Dirty Bob?
No, don't love
OD,
Dirty Bob.
ODB?
ODB, yeah, that's gonna
like
be
Old
something.
Dirty Bastard?
Yes, I get it, but yeah.
Wu Tang. And Will Tucker also has a couple of deals this month. Connor Edson has a deal this month. I mean, everybody's really coming through for us. So we're
Dollar Bill Will.
Dollar
I
Bill
like
Will.
that a little more.
Yeah.
He was like, man, I only got like 1 or 2 deals in this amount of time, and comes out and gets 2 deals within an hour. And I was
Yeah.
like, that's how it goes. Will people sign up when they're ready?
Yeah.
So,
got a client.
and
a client from
we
him?
got a
Yeah.
client
Let's
too.
go.
That's
So,
how it's supposed to work, right?
but yeah, I'm going to turn it over. I'm gonna go do my thing. Got some deals, some pitches coming up. So I'll be back.
Go get one.
All right. Thank you.
We're going to have to get the video of Sam walking around saying, mark my words, 2 deals coming in. Mark my words. And then we got the video camera out, and he was like, talk to me tomorrow. Talk to me tomorrow. He's probably going to go.
No.
He's probably going to go close like 2 deals now.
Yes.
Get 2
Got one
customers.
Set 'em
Monday.
up.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll talk about that. That'll be the sales tip for today. That one. All right. What's next?
All right, so moving forward, now that we have Cam with us, let's go ahead and do the sales development rundown with Cam.
Yeah,
So-
we had Justin Webb hop on the phones for his first full day, and not everyone sees immediate success, right? Some people have to work harder than others, and Justin sure did. He had to work hard,
Mm-hmm.
and he got on the board today. Super proud of that guy because he had to work hard at
This is
it.
brand new to him.
Yeah, brand new, fresh off the boat. So that's kind of the big update for today. We've got really good appointments coming in, so it's nice. You know, finally that Sam can just run the meetings. We kind of pre-screen ahead of time now,
Mhm.
make sure that, you know, if we catch a blatant one that we know is not going to show up, Sam can prioritize his time a little better right off the rip. But
Mhm.
yeah, things are going well. I think we're 1 away from hitting our goal in the day. We're 2 deals away from hitting the goal in the month for HQ.
I thought it was just 1.
Are we?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we're
We're
at
at ones
8.
from SEMA. Yeah, we're at 8 at HQ. Okay,
Mhm.
close.
So,
It's gonna
yeah.
happen.
Yeah, things are going well.
Yeah, we had a little kink there for a minute where we were not getting either enough meetings or they were too many. I would say unqualified or window shoppers or whatever on Sam's calendar.
Yeah.
And the calendar was too full, and we were getting into like the next week. Like,
Mhm.
well, why are we going to schedule these meetings in the next week? Can we be more discerning?
Mm-hmm.
So we had the 2 questions at the end,
Mhm.
and that was, does $4,000 or $5,000 fit in your budget? Does are you really looking for a service like this, a solution like this? If
Yeah.
they say yes to both, you know,
It's almost
Continue on.
foolproof. I mean,
you would think so.
That is the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some guys still do show up and they sit through the whole thing and they're like, "Yeah, man, no, I got no money.
Yeah. That happened today. Bob's
dirt,
like, it
dirt
was,
broke."
it was one of Bob's
They just
appointments.
want to know. They just
He's
wanna
like,
know.
What the hell? I asked that guy $4,000 to $5,000, and then when Sam asks it, he's like, "Oh yeah, no,
Not a chance.
when the credit card comes out, it's no good.
I
You
told
said per year, right?
per year. I told Bob there's 2 kinds of broke. Guys who are, you know, honest and upfront about broke, and guys who they don't want to tell you they're broke.
Mm.
It's okay. I've been on all sides of that.
Sure."
Sometimes you want to tell people, I have no money. It's okay. I have no money. I'm not even, don't even try it. Other times you're like, oh, I got money.
Yeah.
But really I don't. But I want you to keep talking to me.
Right.
It's kind of Kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. What else, Matt? Move on to next.
All right, moving forward, we're going into proposals and closed deals.
Yeah. Let's see here. You guys want to talk about? You get anything today or yesterday that you just want to run over real quick?
Yeah, I got a proposal back from my my guy I was talking about earlier, Warren Thompson in New Jersey. It's we went out to a manufacturing building. It was like 35,000 square feet, and we just got a proposal for that one for $246K. And
$246,788 in the chat.
no change.
No change.
No change.
Flat. I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, I got in contact with that guy again, caught him in a meeting today, but he definitely wants to talk to us. There's a lot of repairs that need to be done, but they're trying to weigh the cost between, staying at their building or finding a new building to go to and not dealing with the roofing issues. So, yeah, we'll go through that process. He said that it'll probably be February when they decide, so we'll stay on top of that one and get that one locked up in February.
Dude, that's awesome. I also saw that Parker, Floria, has a $251,000 proposal out with Varner Roofing. That's a good deal, too.
They have 2.2 mil, I think, in proposals out now. We were talking about it today. So
2.2?
I think they're like 3 or 4 months in.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to shut it down. It's winter. Right?
That's unbelievable.
I'm teasing. Don't
Aren't they
do
in
that.
Phoenix?
I don't know.
No, they're Central PA.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, well, it does get cold. Sounds like they're smart. They're gonna sell through the winter.
I
and
mean,
have all the business.
there's no reason
True.
not to.
Yeah, there's not.
What else you gonna do?
That blows my
I
mind.
I think some guys think they're just gonna save a bunch of money
I
and
don't
come out
know.
ahead. And they're like,
I
I'm just not
don't
gonna spend
know.
any money on the winter, and then I'll go pick this up in the spring. It's like, dude, you're just gonna be the last guy to the table.
Yeah, well, when I talked about it with my guys in Fargo, when I talked about it with Terry, he was like, I was like, well, what's the plan? Like, what are we doing? And he was like, well, we're not leaving if that's what you think is going on. He was like, we have work to do still. And
Yeah.
I mean, they love the meetings we're going on now. And even if they're introduction meetings, like he knows that these meetings are going to turn into something. So
I freaking love those guys.
yeah.
Are they coming out
They
here?
were talking about it. They really want to go to a Wild game because they're on the border of Minnesota, and the Wild aren't playing here again. So.
I think we played them already
Yeah, we
this year,
did.
right?
We
Yeah.
played. They were the home opener. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Hey, but we might play them in the playoffs, right? Maybe.
Blues would have to make the playoffs.
Yeah, we'd have to win a couple
What
of
did I
home
th- I
games
thought-
before.
We're making all these trades. We might make the playoffs.
I thought we're doing good now.
we're on the heater.
What was it? Tuesday night. Tuesday.
It's the
night wasn't so good.
NHL. Like everybody makes the playoffs. I thought.
They
we're
just don't
2
win
points
at
out of the
home.
wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they do well on the road, but all the games that
Get waxed.
we
at home,
sit in
don't
the
we?
suite. Yeah, we
I think
just get
they.
destroyed.
I heard on the radio this morning they're 5-1-1 with Jim Montgomery at home, and they're 1-4-1.
Other way
Or,
around.
yeah, on the road, and 1-4-1 with Jim.
Yep.
On
We're-
the
That sounds about
home
right.
ice.
15-15
Mm-hmm.
and 3 overtime loss.
So they will probably be just good enough to make a playoff run or sneak into the playoffs, but not bad enough to get a good draft pick and not good enough to go
So we're
anywhere
stuck
in
in
the
the same
playoffs.
spot.
So, yep. That's not a recipe.
At
for
least we're not
success.
the Blackhawks.
That's true.
11-19. I thought they were always good, but I guess not. That dynasty's kind of over a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they drafted their way into a dynasty. They were bad for so long that they ended
Yeah.
up getting some good players, winning some games, and then once those players left, they were not good anymore.
They got Connor Bedard now, though.
They do,
He's,
and he's
I've heard that
pretty-
name.
he's
heard that.
good.
He is going to be a
Prodigy.
player.
All right. Red Road Networks is a proposal for $39,253.85. More to come if they, I guess, win the whole shebang. I think I talked to Ross about this at intermission.
Mm-hmm.
They've got, they're going to test them out. Hey, do this job for us, and maybe we'll ditch our current MSP. I honestly, I can't believe it's a thing. Why wouldn't you just have your managed IT company do the project?
I don't know.
You don't trust them to do the project. Why?
Why have him around
Yeah.
anyway?
Weird. Anyway, that's what we got going on proposals. I'll have to close deals real quick, and then we'll go. Next time, just get started without me, guys. You guys don't gotta wait. You don't gotta wait. And then what? I think the top deal recently, I don't know if I talked about this yesterday or not. Soft Fusion closed the deal for $6,440 a month.
It's a good one.
Rovey in Brooklyn
Good
My
one.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that came in late yesterday.
Mhm.
That was after hours.
Yeah.
We were a little shaky up in. It's a tough market.
Yeah.
It's hard, right? It's competitive. But I mean, I think this month he's closed 2 deals and he's probably pushing 8,000 monthly
Oh,
recurring.
he's been
Yeah.
Joe's been working really, really hard.
Yeah.
For those
Yeah, I
guys.
don't want to spoil Joe's future podcast because he does want to
I'll
come
talk
on.
about it again.
But
yeah.
yeah, he's been working really hard with Rovi, if not maybe handling some of the stuff for Rovi to make sure that these deals cross the finish line, keep them around.
But we'll do that for you if you let us.
It's awesome. It's really cool.
And Rovi, yeah, dude, he's a good guy. I like talking to him.
Yeah.
I pitched him while I was like putting a sink together in the basement, like 10 o'clock. He did one of those like website chats. Then like I called him 30 seconds later, and he was something like, "Whoa,
That was quick.
that was quick." Yeah, like yeah, we're working. We want some business.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got some closed business today. There's more coming through. It's looking like we might end up somewhere around 12, 15 clients for Arsenal this month. That would be fantastic. Trying to aim to keep our attrition as low as possible, and that 5 client attrition or less. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. Matt, what's next on the agenda?
All right, moving forward, we have current events.
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake tonight.
J2.
That's what I forgot to say. We need to bring guys on who are going to these events. Maybe before or after. And tell them, maybe tomorrow we say, how was Justin Timberlake?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, but going back, I wouldn't ask about the Blues home games.
Yeah, Tuesday was bad.
Well, what happened?
I still blame it on Chef. Chef walked out of the suite door, and 5 seconds later, the Blues scored. So,
Really?
Yeah, it might be all Chef's fault.
Yeah, but then they did nothing the rest of
Oh,
the
yeah,
game
I mean,
after. If they had roared
that was
back and then
pretty late.
Chef walks back in the room and then they start losing again, that's one thing. But yeah,
No
they,
more.
Yeah.
No
they
more
were just
Blues
bad
tickets
all
for
game.
Chef.
Yeah,
Did I see that? Did Chef bring a date?
Yeah,
he did.
his girlfriend.
I didn't know Chef had a girlfriend.
Oh, I can't. I already said too much.
There you go.
Oh,
Lock it down.
wow.
Matt's gonna bleep that out. I didn't know Chef had a burp. Does he still have his mustache? Keep forgetting.
I think so.
think
Yeah.
so.
It's probably the stash.
Yeah,
You throw a stash on it. I think that's a statement piece.
I liked mine when I had mine.
Yeah. What happened to yours?
I had my sister would not let me walk her down the aisle with my mustache. So
Ah,
yeah,
you grow back.
yeah, we'll be back eventually.
2026, it'll be coming in.
We could.
That's what
I could go before then.
Oh man,
Oh.
mustaches. I don't think I can pull one off. I don't think I got enough lip.
We got some
I
good
don't think-
ones
I
in
don't
the
think I
office.
got enough lip up here.
Yeah,
It's tough.
mustache gang.
You gotta have a nice.
Raj.
You gotta.
Yeah,
You gotta
Raj.
Raj got a great
Raj
stash.
can do it.
Raj.
Mustaches. I'm telling you, if we all could pull off mustaches, or if we all could just shave our heads. And be-
Spirit Day.
Oh, Justin
Mustache
Carey's
Spirit Day.
rocks a sick
Yeah.
mustache.
Who?
Justin Carey.
Yeah, he's got a good one.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a good haircut too.
Yeah.
Typically, I don't know who cuts his hair, but he's always got like a very nice haircut.
Mhm.
He does not have like a great clips,
Mm-mm.
And why does he wear a
whatever
hat
kind
all
of
day,
haircut
every
like
day?
I go get. Say what?
He wears a hat all day, every day.
I don't know.
He's a
Some
hat
guys are
I don't
hat
know if
guys.
I've ever
But
seen
But he's
this
lined
hat.
up. You
Well,
know
there's a
that.
lot of
He
hat
pops
guys.
that hat off.
Yeah.
He's lined
Yeah,
up.
he's got a nice fade and stuff. All right, what else, Matt?
All right, upcoming projects, or we can move forward into sales tips.
We're gonna have a day probably remote. I don't know if I want to say it now because I'm not gonna give the exact date just in case there's a bad actor out there. But there's a date coming up where we're gonna shut down the office for thermostat upgrades. Whole building's gonna get the thermostats
New
swapped
ones?
out. Yeah. Running-
Electric or still? Are we still on the sliders? Or are we still on the?
Well, we got those right. Those are the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
They've got like mercury in them. You know, it's not like it does a good enough job, but it's not the best. And
Don't
we'll
drink
go
out of it.
we'll go to those digital ones. You know,
Mhm.
like on sales floor B.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have digital one.
You
So
gotta
it's
So
all over.
will I be able to
Don't-
go back to knocking it down to 60 degrees every day?
Yeah, we'll have to get a lockbox for him.
You're the thermostat bastard, huh?
No.
Oh.
Gosh. I want to say it's funny. It's not funny, but it is funny. I mean, I just go on and be like, people will be like, oh, it's cold, or Todd, you guys have, somebody has totally messed with the thermostat. And I just sound like my dad saying, quit touching the thermostat and stuff.
Oh, I mean, I get it at the house, especially like.
The infuriating thing was it would be like in the 90s. And somebody would have it turned down like 58 degrees or something. And I'd be like, guys, it's never going to get to 58 degrees ever. We're just going to, we're going to blow up our unit for running 24/7 for months. And, gosh, what was the other thing? There's something else about the thermostat. I have to forget it. Doesn't matter. We're getting new thermostats in the whole building. It's going to cost $1 gazillion, but it'll help keep our temperature steady. And we'll have a schedule. We'll do a schedule on it, so we can, if we want to let it creep up a little bit, we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a big fan of that. I just kind of like keeping it at 70 and just leaving it there all the time.
Yeah.
That way we don't have the fluctuation. Anyway. All right, Matt, what else?
Sales tip.
Sales tip. Read your emails thoroughly. Somebody got after Bob in the camera. I'll tell you. You know who you are. I'm not going to name you by name because you apologized. And then you took the sales meeting that was already scheduled. We send the due diligence email. And you read that email, didn't you?
Yeah.
Old Bob, old dirty Bob, baby Bob, killer Bob, doing his job, holding the line, sets up a meeting, sends in the due diligence email. Our due diligence email is just, hey, here's a link to our self-guided sales meeting, so you can get an expedited version of what we're going to talk about in case you don't want to spend a lot of time getting a sales pitch. Market availability, check our map, make sure your territory is available. And then our agreement, see if you like the terms, the price, whatever. If any of those things, don't line up, then you just cancel the meeting before it happens. Why even do it? Because for the longest time, people were saying, I wish vendors like you would just disclose these things so that I could research it beforehand. It sounds good on the surface, but I want to go check it out ahead of time. No problem. Makes it more effective. And this grown man who runs a business says, now I recall why I did not attend the meeting the last time. He's already no-showed us. We called him back, by the way. You got to call people back. Now I recall why I did not attend the meeting the last time. It was because of this homework email.
Man, who the fuck is this?
Exactly. So anyway, I hear a little commotion, and I don't know if Bob took it personally or if he was playing it up, but Bob was kind of hurt, and we came over and said, nobody puts Bobby in a corner. Who is this guy? We got to go address this. So anyway, so then I email him and I say, hey, certainly didn't mean for it to be homework. Rather, potential clients requested we give all the info, blah, 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 blah. We want to reduce friction. If you're open to ideas, how I can make this less of a homework thing and more of just here's information that you probably want, let me know. And then I called the gentleman and explained to him why we do it like that. And he goes, oh, man, now I feel like an ass.
Well, if the shoe fits.
Yeah. I didn't say it. He was being so nice.
You should have made him say
He was
sorry,
interested.
Bob.
If he wasn't interested, I
Bob
might have said
over.
it.
Yeah, say,
Yeah.
hey.
Call Bob over.
At least
If
he
you
didn't
apologize to
double down.
Bob right now. You don't do that to Bob. That's our Bob. But anyway, he goes, I've already talked to so-and-so company, and I've already talked to this other company, and we all know who that one is. I'm going to talk to him right now. And but he goes, but this sounds great. I definitely want to talk to you. And I said, well, you got 4:30 later today. And he goes, no, I'm really busy, and I want to go do this stuff now. So let's keep the original appointment for Monday. And told Sam, like, man, that's an alley-oop off the backboard. You should be able to win this. So anyway, I told the gentleman, thanks for giving us a second look. Thanks for your feedback. Don't sign up with these other guys before you talk to us. Give us a shot. We really want your business. And he goes, man, I'm really looking for a service just like this. The price of, and it's like, there's no reason we should have ran into this trouble or whatever.
Yeah.
But we did. So like 2 parts, read your emails, make sure you understand them. Another thing, if you get bad news, right? Or if you get some sort of lemon opportunity, there is always a chance to turn lemons into lemonade.
Yeah.
And if you're not thinking like that all the time, you're going to miss so much stuff because I could tell, I don't get everything right, but we've dealt with something like this before, might have folded up and said, this guy's mean. I don't want to call this guy, whatever. It's not worth it. Well, no, we got to tell him you've got it all wrong. You've got to think about it like this. And then all of a sudden we've got a guy who on the phone admitted he's sorry. We've got exactly what he wants. And he's already talking to like our main competitors. And we probably go from letting a competitor win that deal to there's a really good chance that we're going to win that deal now.
Yeah.
Crazy, right? So good sales tip. Read and don't be afraid to call and get direct feedback. Hiding and not taking phone calls or not addressing things up front. I mean, it's not a good recipe.
Yep.
Sales tip.
So sales tip. Give me the remix.
Sales tip.
We were talking about this one's not going to have that many graphics in it. We talked about Bloody Roar. You ever play Bloody Roar?
Oh,
Cool
dude.
PlayStation game.
I think you probably have.
I would know if I played
All
a
right.
game.
Have you
called
played?
Listen
Bloody
Did you
Roar.
play fighting games like Tekken?
Not really.
Not really. No. This one, it's a fighting game, and your special power was in the middle of the fight, you could turn into an animal. And then, dude, he did such a good job of editing and overlaying that in the video. We got really good stuff. We have really good stuff. Matt's doing a great job. Matt's doing a great job.
That's the man.
He synced up us talking about the Town movie with Ben Affleck. Did you not see that yet? Oh, it's great.
I hate Ben Affleck.
Oh,
Dude,
I
was
love Ben
telling
Affleck.
He's
Ben to
talking about
watch
the
that movie
podcast.
the other day.
We'll end it. We'll end it on this. Ben Affleck, hands down the best Batman.
No.
Done.
Oh, my
we're not
God.
getting off
Yeah,
the
we're
podcast
ending
on
now.
this.
What?
Absolutely.
I told him
Best-
earlier.
Batfleck.
Strongly disagree, but
He's
I don't have an hour.
jacked out of his mind. He looks just like the comic book guy. He's mad.
I'd rather have Val
He
Kilmer
shoots
now.
people with guns.
Another Ben Affleck.
I bet you
Oh
think
my
Jack
God.
Nicholson's the best Joker.
No.